Hi guys, and welcome to another Skyrim mod review. And in this video I'm going to be showing you the mod Woodhalt, which adds a new village between Greymoor Fort and Redorand's Retreat. So as you can imagine, it's quite close to Whiterun. There are 19 new houses and approximately 20 new NPCs. They're not fully voiced, I believe the NPCs. I've not found any unique voices on them. And as you can imagine, like a normal village, there is a blacksmith and also an inn. It's quite a nice looking mod, quite a nice idea, and in quite a nice location as well. It does make sense to be in this sort of location. Maybe a bit further north, maybe a bit more logical, but it's quite a nice area. It's well thought through. There's quite a nice few things added, like benches and nice scenic areas to take a rest. There is also a player home as well featured with the mod, and it's just really well thought out. To get it looking exactly like I have at the moment in this video, I'm using the Real Vision EMB. I have it on performance mode, also with one of the depth of field packages as well. I believe it's the just the normal depth of field package. I'm also using Skyrim Floor Overhaul, realistic aspen trees, and also grass on steroids, which is why you'll see some grass popping through some wooden floorboards in certain areas, because it generally heightens the level of grass throughout the Skyrim world. So yeah, this is the place of it on the world map. As you can see, here's Woodhalt, here's Redorand's Retreat, and here is Fort Greymoor. So as you can see, we're starting off just outside of the village now, and obviously you can see its distance to Whiterun is pretty damn close. Okay, so let's jump in game to the village and take a look. Okay, so I'm at the main entryway into town now. To my right is Whiterun up there in the distance, blurred because of Dynavision, and behind me is Fort Greymoor. Okay, so this is the main bridge that you normally take into town, well at least I would when coming this direction. And as we go into town, you'll see it's quite nicely packed out with shrubbery and trees. It really does add a nice little bit of life to the village without there being any NPCs in sight at all at the moment. Bit different to Riverwood. That place is a little bare actually compared to this. There's lots of stuff here scattered around the place. A lot of static objects that you probably miss on the first glance as well. There's a couple of brooms we've seen around the place, little fountains, flower pots and things like that you wouldn't normally notice in a vanilla village such as Riverwood or Rorikstead, and it does make this one feel a little more packed out, especially this fence that goes around all of the houses. It looks pretty cool, and it just adds a little nice characteristic to the village. Okay, so the first building we're going to go in is the blacksmith here, which is called Archer's Heaven. And as the name suggests, it's very heavily catered towards archers. As you can see, all the displays are literally of bows. I think there's only one display of a sword, and it's downstairs in the basement area, which is the living quarters for the shopkeep. There's another statue there of an archer, of a Bosmer, I think I believe that is. Let's go downstairs into the living area. I don't know where the shopkeep is actually, it's disappeared. There's the only one sword, it's a Daedric sword up there on this wall. And obviously here's his bed, and there's a couple of chests here you can steal from. Have a little look inside. There's just some septums and stuff in there, so not a lot of stuff to steal. But it's quite a nice little blacksmith. And like I said, he pretty much deals in archery type equipment, so arrows, bows, that sort of thing. Okay, and we'll try and grab a look at this guy here. He is one of the Woodhalt guards. Yes. How you doing, mate? He looks a bit like Tullius, actually. And as you can see, he's wearing companion armor, which is a bit odd. I'm not sure if it really fits within the mod.
Need something?
It'd probably look a bit better if he's wearing Imperial armor, maybe, or normal guard armor. It does
Need
kind of detach itself from the Elder Scrolls lore a little bit, I believe, by doing that. It just looks a bit odd. But it's still cool to have bodyguards around the place. Makes you feel a bit safer when walking around the town. So let's take a little look in the inn now. I'm sorry if you're getting lost by my general erratic moving around the place. It's not very coherent. But we'll go and look in the inn now. It's called, I believe it's called, Frostside Inn. It's a generic sort of inn. You've got rooms that you can rent and things like that. But it does have a nice cool fire pit, which looks really nice. I do like it. A little bit weird with the steps up to the fire pit, not very health and safety friendly. Small children could just run up here and, you know, jump across the flames. It's a bit weird. And I'll just prove the rent in the room. So you can rent a room here for 10 gold.
A dragon has attacked Whiterun.
Ask if they've
How
got
could
anything
mere
to
men
sell,
bring
and you can
down such a
also
beast?
ask if they've heard any rumours, which is nice.
Until next
It's
time.
a fully functioning barkeep. I've seen some mods that add an inn and a barkeep, and they don't have those sorts of questions available, which is a little bit annoying and kind of detached from what you normally would expect. It's quite nice that that's actually here. And I do like this alchemy as well. This alchemy table's in a really nice setting with the hanging moss around. It's pretty cool. A little bit annoying that hanging moss actually is stealing, but I'm guessing if the innkeep or whoever owns the place is growing this stuff, then that makes a little bit of sense. But it's still nice little setting, nice little green glow, which is emphasised by the hanging moss. It's pretty cool.
Oh, did you need something?
No, I didn't. I'm going to leave now.
Tidings.
Okay, here's another unique NPC here, Jirtar. There's quite a few of these guys about the place that are unique and have their own name. There is no voice acting, I believe, at the moment with this mod. Hopefully that's something that's going to be added in the future, as it'd be quite cool. It'd really pack out the mod. Also, quests from the NPCs would be pretty cool as well. As you can see, here's a nice little vegetable patch. Take a look at these buildings here. I've not actually been to these ones yet. This is Thor's house. Thor again is one of those NPCs that has his own name. And I believe you can sell him things like firewood and things. He will collect those off you. And here's that guy's house, Jirtar. So we'll have a look inside here so we can go in without trying to pick the lock. A very basic looking place. Nice rugs though, really nice rugs. And I believe you're probably, are you his wife? Oh, she sells stuff. And she sells potions and the like. Okay. So you can see some of the NPCs do have their own little functions within the mod as well, which is quite nice. It means they actually have a role within the village, which is good. You don't really want a mod where just random people are about the place and don't really do anything. As you can see, there's quite a lot of work gone into setting up the houses and things as well. There's no gaps I've found with any of the houses or any of the steps or any of the fences, which is good. It means a lot of attention to detail has gone into it. The grass here poking through is probably from me having grass on steroids mod activated, so it might look different for you. There probably won't be any grass sticking through the floor. So workbenches here. I don't know what this place is. Is this a build? This is I don't think this is a shop, but they do have a grindstone and things that you can use for crafting. Again, very heavy on the archery around here, which is probably to be expected when you're in the tundra of Skyrim. There's quite a few things to hunt out there, so probably best to be well versed in the use of a bow and arrow. Can we read this book? We can. Killing before you're killed. Interesting. I don't think I've actually read this yet. But a few little notes about as well. They're static objects and just nicely packed out area, isn't it really? Very nicely done. And just see whose house this is. This is Archer's Heaven. Oh, so it was the blacksmith's. See, I'm even getting lost myself here. So that was the blacksmith's on the outside, so they've got all the crafting facilities that you would need. We went up there, that's where the inn is, and the sitting area, so we'll go to the right now, down here. Just two more guards there again. Both wearing their companions' armour. A little bit odd, but we'll forgive it for now. It's obviously still a work in progress, this mod, so we'll forgive it. Moggar's house. Not met that person yet. There's quite a few nice little houses here. I do like, look, you see when you come to this house here, I like that it's got a nice little gateway on the entrance to the house, which makes it feel like a proper house. And then outside they've got a nice little chest and a tanning rack, which is facilities that you would find outside a house in Skyrim. And there's also just things like they've got some death bell growing, and they've got some little dummies for archery practice and things like that. It just makes places feel a lot more homely, gives a little character to the place, and just generally makes it more fulfilled. Whereas you find a lot of places in this vanilla Skyrim just don't have that. So let's read the Hunterman's note. I'm sick of these bandits who threaten us constantly. I've heard that they spend time in Redrun's retreat. I'm going after them. Ah, so there's a nice little letter there for you telling you to go after Redrun's retreat, which is cool. It adds another element for going there. And this is Hunterman's house. So I wonder if we head to Redrun's retreat, maybe we'll find another corpse there or something of him, which is a little addition to the vanilla Skyrim, basically. Nice little touch there. Let's go in this guy's house. Very dark in here. I'm using realistic lighting overall, so it's probably why it's a bit dim. Let's have a little chat with this guy.
One need. How can I assist?
Just only can do the whistle
May you
with
walk
him,
on
which is
warm
from Convenient
sands.
Horses. It's a shame. But as you can see, there's quite a few people added to this, and it's not just Nords and Bretons and stuff. There's Khajiit and Argonians about the place, which is good. I do like that. Again, I'm really big on this attention to detail that's gone into this mod. It's really quite fantastic. Let's have a look at this place. This is Thulus's house. Probably another NPC that I've not quite met yet. What's this place? This is a trader. Cool. I've not been in here. Hello. And
Need
what do
something?
you have to sell? Okay. What you would normally expect from a trader, I guess. Some dwarven boots. So we've got some generic weapons, some generic armors, and potions, and just all general things. Very nice.
Farewell.
So a little look around your shop actually, just to see what else you've got. You haven't got much, have you? But it's quite nice.
Need something?
Okay, I think I've pretty much expunged everywhere at the moment. There's a nice little statue here as well to I think it's Dibella. I'm not sure. I'm gonna get so corrected on some of these things. Right, we're going this way. I'm sorry if everyone's getting turned around again. I've not been very coherent with the way that I've shown people around this village. But another reason for that is because I want you guys to go check it out for yourself, because it's a really nice little mod that deserves attention. Hello, how are you?
What do you need?
I'm not going to whistle at you, that would be
Good
very
day.
rude. There's a very big nod towards the companions in this mod as well. You can see she was wearing Alayla's armour. And yeah, so this is Woodhalt. As you can see, it's a very well thought out little village added to the world of Skyrim. Definitely worth a check out if you do like new areas to discover and explore, and I hope to see a lot more from this mod in the future, especially things like quests added, and just general things like that, a bit more NPCs around the place, and generally just integrating it well into the world of Skyrim.
Need something?
It's really quite a nice little village. Okay, so this has been another Skyrim mod review. I hope you've liked the look of the mod, and if you do, head over to the mod authors page and check it out there. And remember, if you do download the mod and use it, please do endorse. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.